Hi, my name is Krystal Taylor and I am the owner of Fitness is Not a Game. I just wanted to take a moment to introduce myself to you and to give you a little bit of my background in this industry and just in my life in general. I honestly will consider myself to be a late bloomer as it comes to the fitness industry per se, just because I didn't realize my passion for helping others get to their maximum potential until I was probably almost 40. As a young girl, I can honestly say I didn't quite have the esteem needed to be into fitness or any types of sports. I was the cheerleader, I was the pom-pom girl, I was even the scorekeeper for certain sports. Don't judge me for that. I like books and numbers and things like that. I'm also a dork. But when I went to college, I ended up joining the Army. And that was the first time that I saw how strong I could be. So prior to being 18 years old, I never thought that I could do anything physical. So fast forward, I had children. And after my younger son, I noticed that my body was changing in a way that I did not like. So I decided to try to do something different. I was always, like many women out there, I felt like cardio was the way. So I did a lot of running, but then I realized I wanted to do more. I actually wanted to have that physique that I would see other women had that looked strong. And although I had created a nice shape, I didn't think it was as strong as it could be or as shapely as it could be. So I ventured out into lifting weights. Now, like most women, I was so nervous to go into the weight room with the men. I thought that I would look silly. I thought that people would laugh at me. I thought that it would be obvious that I had no idea what I was doing. And after I had my younger son, I had one free session with a personal trainer. And what I did was I just memorized everything he had me do and all of the conversation. I asked him a lot of questions while we were working out together to understand why he had me doing the certain exercises. So I just continued that. And every time I went to the gym, I realized that I was spending more and more time in the weight room and less time in the cardio section. So then fast forward again, all of a sudden I had friends and relatives asking me to create workouts for them because they could see the transition in my body. Even though I was in my 30s, even though I had teenage children, well, almost both were teenage children, they wanted to start getting what I was getting. And honestly, I didn't think that I was doing anything special. I didn't think that it was really anything anybody would look for. And so I kept on making workout plans for them. And then I think the biggest transition was probably about 4 or 5 years ago when I decided to challenge myself on a different level and do a figure competition. And because I had never done that before, I purchased a plan and I followed it and I got second place in my class, which was awesome. And of course, from there, my physique is amazing. But even though I didn't do that on my own, I bought a plan, I learned from it, and it became more and more intriguing. And so I said, you know what? I want to help more people get fit and healthy. It was not about getting stage ready because that is an entirely different thing. But I wanted to be able to provide that information that people weren't looking for, that they didn't know where to look for, and just provide that support. So I decided to become a certified personal trainer and a fitness nutrition specialist because they work hand in hand. You can work out in the gym all day and come home and ruin it in your kitchen or when you go out to eat. So you have to know how to do both. So that's why I decided to become certified in both. So I just decided that I want to be able to reach out to women who are possibly like me, who were unhappy with their bodies after having children, who were afraid to venture out and try strength training, who just never thought that they could, and who wanted their next part of their lives to be the best part of their lives. I noticed that the majority of my clients are 35 plus, so that's awesome. And I want to continue to provide that support. So I just wanted to give you all a little bit of background about me and to let you know that this is a passion for me. And it's hard for me to not incorporate it into daily conversations with people when they talk about how they feel with their knees or what they're eating or anything like that. I try not to be intrusive or too, what's the word? I guess I try not to be too bossy with it, but I do try to encourage people to make healthier decisions when it comes to their life, because I want to see people live as long as they can. Like many of you, I'm sure, I've been exposed to too much death and too many health issues. And personally, I'll be honest, I lost my mother at what I consider to be a very young age. She was only 57 years old. And I don't want to do that to my children. And I'm trying to help you all not do that to your children and your loved ones. So if you would allow me to, I would love to work with you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. There's a contact link here on the site. I'm also on Facebook in our Fitness is Not a Game page. And we also have a group. I'm on Instagram, also on YouTube. So there are many ways for you to contact me, and I would love to hear from you, and I would love to work with you. So I hope you are having a great day, and let's make it.